Now we are going to transition a little bit to our health, because right now plasma is in critical demand. It is so important to get people to donate, and we are going to be joined by Patrick James Lynch. He's actually a hemophilia patient himself, an award-winning filmmaker, and he's actually partnering with BioLife to help educate and raise awareness about plasma and how important it is to continue to donate. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us.
Megan, thank you for having me. It's an honor to talk about plasma with you and your audience today.
Okay, so let's talk about the need for plasma right now. I know it is in critical demand, but what are some things that, as you are partnering with BioLife, some things that you guys are seeing?
Yeah, so the demand is up because we are diagnosing more people with things like hemophilia, which I have, primary immune deficiency, and other serious conditions that in some cases can only be treated by a plasma-derived medicine. So the need has never been greater. It's wonderful that we're diagnosing people and connecting them to the care they need, but without the medicine to supply them we are falling short. So as you mentioned, the need for plasma donation has never been greater. And Megan, you may know this, plasma can't be manufactured. So the only way plasma is obtained is through the generosity of plasma donors.
Can you explain to our audience what hemophilia is and kind of how many people around the world or in our country have this?
Sure. So hemophilia is a bleeding disorder in which one of the proteins involved in the clotting or coagulation process, my body doesn't naturally produce it. So as a child, for example, I was dependent upon plasma-derived medications to stay alive and thrive. In the United States, there are about 25,000 people who have been identified with hemophilia A or B. And around the world, we estimate that there are about 400,000 people with hemophilia. But I'll also mention that there's about 1.2 million Americans and about 16.5 million people around the world who depend on plasma-derived medicines. So hemophilia is only one of many serious conditions that requires plasma-derived medicines.
I do want to tell our audience too, I've given plasma plenty of times. It is not scary at all. Actually, they make it super comfortable for you. And you can also get some money from it as well. So if you want to talk about the process of giving plasma a little bit and how, people, if they are maybe afraid, it's not a scary thing.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. And thank you for your generosity. I am here today because of people like you, Megan. So thank you. It's not scary. It's similar to a blood donation, which many people are more familiar with, maybe more comfortable with, where you would go in and you would get a health exam on a first visit, be screened by a medical professional to ensure that you are healthy and capable of making the donation. And then you would go through the plasma donation process itself. It's about a 2-hour commitment the first time because there is that introductory exam and questionnaire part of the process. And then subsequent visits take about an hour. As you said, it isn't a scary process, and studies have shown that it's about as safe as a blood donation. So again, if your audience is more comfortable or familiar with that, that can be a helpful point of reference.
And just telling everybody who's watching in Charlotte, we do have a couple locations right here in Charlotte to donate. So if you want to do that, it is, it helps a lot of people. And like you said, it is safe, and they also make it very, very comfortable for you. So how can people get involved and donate? What's the best way you think is to do this?
The simplest way to learn more and to find a donation center near you is to visit biolifeplasma.com. There's more information about the process itself, as well as information about donor centers near you.
Awesome. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us and talking about this really important topic. We appreciate you.
Megan, I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.